Okay, part 2 of the spring herbal plant walk. So it's the same day that I recorded the first video, May 20th, 2017, and I didn't get some of the plants that I have in the front yard because of how the sun was shining. It was pretty bright. So it's evening now, so the light's a little bit better. This is lemon balm, and this is also, its scientific name is Melissa officinalis. So it is the plant that the Melissa essential oil is made out of. And this is where I can throw in some of how we feel about essential oils. We use them. I use them with my kids. I use them for me. I use very, very diluted amounts on my children, but my kids aren't babies anymore either. I wouldn't have used them if they were babies. But anyway, lemon balm is an interesting plant because it has some amazing properties that go in different categories. So, for example, it helps with anxiety, but it also has antimicrobial properties. So it can be used for both of those things. Plus, the essential oil has those similar properties. Now, an essential oil is just extracted from the plant material, and for lemon balm, you use the leaves. The thing to remember about essential oils is that you have to have a whole lot of plant material with some plants to be able to get enough essential oil to make it worth your time. Lemon balm is an example of that, and that's part of the reason that Melissa, the essential oil, is so expensive. You have to use many, many pounds of lemon balm to be able to make just a small amount of essential oil. And that is an area that causes me concern with sustainability, but also accessibility. So if you've ever priced Melissa essential oil, it is very expensive and cost prohibitive in some cases. So to me, that's not what God intended for us in using plants. He did not intend for them to be cost prohibitive for us. They are meant for us to use. As we read in the Bible, we were given dominion over the plants. And if I were to use lemon balm as the plant, I could take the leaves, chop them up, infuse them into oil, and if I wanted it stronger, I could double or even triple infuse the oil and get similar benefits that I get from the essential oil Melissa and not use nearly as much plant material. So that's some of our thinking on essential oils. This plant did get frostbite. It's the end of, getting to the end of May, but we did have a hard freeze this past week, so these leaves are frost damaged. These don't look too bad. These under here don't look too bad. So I'll probably, in the next, as I see which ones really are the worst hit, sometimes it takes a few days to tell. I can tell pretty well now. I'll probably come out in a day or so and trim this plant back, trim off the frost-bitten leaves, and allow it to keep growing. And then when it gets probably about this tall, I'll harvest it and let it grow again. Lemon balm is pretty cool. You can cut it back usually 2 times per season and be able to use the leaves. The next plant I want to show you is over here, so I'll pause. Before I get to that plant, I just want to show you my lady's mantle. Lady's mantle does have some medicinal uses. It's not as strong as some plants, but as you can see, it is a beautiful bedding plant. It gets these really pretty flower spikes, and I use it here as a bedding plant. Okay, so now I've come around to the front side of my house, and this is Barberry. Many people recognize this. This is used as a decorative shrub in front of homes. Some people don't like it because it has some pretty hairy spikes on it, as you can see right there. I have another one right there. Barberry is in the same family as Oregon grapefruit and golden seal, so it can be used similarly to those plants. If you're familiar with those herbs, you know that they have absolutely unbelievable antimicrobial properties. It's the root stock is the best part of this plant, but you could also use parts of the branches. It's better to use more mature branches because they're thicker and have more berberine. Berberine is one of the active constituents of barberry, and you can tell how much berberine it has by how golden yellow the inside is. And I'm looking for a branch or something that has broken off to be able to show you this bright golden color that it will get on the inside. Those that are cut off down there are all dried, so you can't see that golden color anymore. Maybe this one has it. It's hard to see in the video, and that's not a good example. I need to get a fresher one. If I can find a branch that needs to be trimmed, I'll cut it and show you this bright yellow color that it will have. And that's kind of a giveaway to tell you how much berberin the plant has in it. Alright, I think that's all the plants that I wanted to talk about for this second part that I missed this morning. So again, thank you for watching. Talk to you later.